Alrighty, welcome back. It's Friday. I'm happy with what happened with Elvis yesterday. I've got the steering wheel on. We'll show you here in a little bit. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take over cleaning this engine up. I cleaned a little bit on it here just a little bit ago. I cleaned a little bit, but I'm going to show you the tools that I'm going to use. And basically, when it comes to cleaning an engine, you use whatever comes to your brain to get the job done. That's basically what you do. What I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to soak it down with some spray 9. I like spray 9 because it's in the house, it's cheap, it's contained, and I like it. So I'm going to spray this bad boy down, and I'm going to go for it. I'm going to clean it all up and do the best job I can and use the tools that I have to clean it. That's basically what I'm going to do. It has been gone over with a drill and some wire wheel, but there's a lot of places that are not touched yet, so I'm just going to continue on and go for it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue on and go for it. And what I want to do, I think, or what I'm going to do, I think what I'm going to, I just want to paint, what I want to do is paint the engine with look at that right there, Chev Orange. That's the block, the Chev Orange. I'll paint the oil pan a different color, and I might try to leave the heads aluminum. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean it, put some spray 9 on this right now. It's Friday. It's New Year's Eve, is it not? That's what it is, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to clean this engine and take off some more stuff and then try to get some paint going on it. So basically, I'm just soaking her down. I've got rags in all the holes. There's rags in the holes of the exhaust and the intake. There's rags in all of it, and all we're trying to do is clean it up a little bit, get the oil and the grease off it, and there we go. Let's go for it. Let's clean her up a little bit. So I got a little scouring pad, so I'm going to scour it off here, see what I can get it to clean up like. I'm going to put some glasses on just for the hell of it. Just for the hell of it. This cleaning the engine stuff is not a fun job, but let's face it, it's got to be done if you want to do anything with your engine. You have to clean it. Basically, I like to go at it because this is not a fun job. No, not whatsoever. But it has to be done. You know, if you're going to paint your engine, so it has to be done. Basically, and I'm just scouring it, and I'll spray it at the same time. Just going for it. That's all I'm doing, just going for it. See, there's a few pieces that I want to take off. Well, basically what I want to do is just degrease it and get all the grease off it, and the oil off it, and then I can do something with it. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to show you what I use epoxy for. This is what I use epoxy for. And I say that because I am not going to sand anything. Once I put the epoxy on this, I am not going to sand it. I am just going to paint it. And that's what I put epoxy on for. I had someone that joined the fan page, and they have a really nice car. I think it's a Challenger convertible. Wow, nice, very nice. They had took a picture of it. They have it all sealed off because they stripped it all down, and they've sealed it with sealer. Now, what I'm going to ask that person is, wondering if they have any body work to do to it. If they have any body work to do to it, I'm wondering, when they do the body work to it, are they going to scrape their sealer off? That's what I'm wondering. Or are they going to put the body fill over top of the sealer and have to sand the sealer to put their body fill on? Just try and do this as quick as possible to make it look the best as possible. And screwdriver, anything to get the crud out. And I will use screwdriver, I will use anything to get it where I'm going. I am not actually painting the heads with anything. Not painting with anything, but I want to clean them off. Right? I want to clean them off. Air's nice to use. I like using air. The air will blow things off quite nice. I've got a drill down there with a couple drill bits and a couple cleaners and wire wheels there. That helps. It really does. Cleans them up a bit more. I'll take this piece off. It's in my way, I see. Doesn't seem like it's a hard piece to take off. There. I just took some sandpaper on the end of these heads here. They weren't looking very good, and I just took some fine sandpaper and scrubbed them. That went well. Engines are not fun to clean, by no means, but they sure do look nice when you're done. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape the heads off. I'll epoxy the block. Because I don't have to sand it. That's basically what I'm saying. I'm going to epoxy the block just because I don't have to sand it. The block was going over the wire wheel quite good. Some people have suggested a needle gun. Haven't got one. So I just kind of use with what I have. I got some oil up in there. Doesn't take much if you want to go at it. It doesn't take much. It takes a little bit of time, but if you want to go at her, you can get her. Keep it wet so everything runs off, the grease and oil runs off. Basically it. I was going to go with an LS a long time ago, and then I changed my mind because I was nervous of it. Didn't really know much about it, and I still don't. But what I said, I'm going to take a leap of faith and go for it. I've had a few friends that have LS engines for sale, and when Ryan put his up for sale, it just seemed like too good of a deal not to go there. I got the engine, the complete wiring harness, a transmission. He even gave me the mounts to change it over. Yeah, he gave me everything that come out of it for $800. And I end up throwing another 100 at him because I thought he was treating me very good. So I bought it from him. Also, Ryan was the guy that came here and got his truck fixed up a little bit. But I was going to go with an LS engine a long time ago, and I was nervous. I didn't know anything about them, so I kind of backed off. But when the deal that Ryan had on, I could not pass it up, and I decided when I was doing Elvis that, let's take a leap of faith and do something a little different that I haven't done before. And I jumped, and here I am. So now I'm just cleaning an LS engine up for the very first time. The valve pan covers are way different than I'm used to, but we'll take them off and we'll paint them a different color. We'll leave the heads the aluminum color. Just peeling the tape down here a little bit so I can get it. Plus there's rags inside of the hole, so they should be fine. Basically just a little bit of elbow grease and go for it. There's no big rocket science to this sort of stuff. It's just put in the labor. In my opinion, there's no rocket science. Just do it. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to get some epoxy on it before we shut her down today. And I'm going to pull that off. It seems like that can come off. There's a ground wire that I think that can come off there. Get this side of the... Just giving her, huh? That's what you got to do to clean an engine. Just give her. Get on it and get her done. And be proud of it when you're done. Right? Just trying to get all the dirt off. We'll paint the oil pan a different color. You could take that off and sandblast that. Or I could, but I'm not going to. See that old dirt come off? Just a little bit of elbow grease, that's all it takes. A little bit of elbow grease. Keep it wet. Got the wiring harness. There's the wiring harness. There's the wiring harness that come out of it. If anybody's doing this and you're not used to it, I'm used to carbureted stuff, but there's the wiring harness. I didn't quite like that. It's quite wow. But anyways, we got the new wiring harness, and there it is. And it's some nice to, yeah, I would do that again. So the wiring harness that we bought, I think it's a $350 situation. $350 US, so that's quite a bit for us, is it not? So it's a $500 deal for us. There's a few things that we ordered extra, but it seems to be a lot nicer and a lot smaller, and it cuts out. We're going to go mechanical gauges and all that sort of stuff. So we have to go to we're going to go to a mechanical throttle. That's what we're going to go to. So there's another thing. I was going to buy one from another friend of ours, and I decided to back off because I didn't know anything about them. And then when Ryan's deal come up, it was just too hard to pass. That's what I'm saying. It's just too hard to pass. So here's where we're at. We're going to go for it. And what can I say? We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. You can maybe follow this if you like it. You can do it yourself if you don't like it, or if you, whatever. It's a little bit different. Oh, I want to explain something too about certain things. On this engine here, from what they tell me, because I don't know, I do now sort of, the 350 that I have it set up for the car, well, the mounts in for the car and everything, I've set it up for a regular 350 that we have back there. This engine does not exactly drop right into spot where the 350 was before, but this is what I'm going to show you. If you want to do the LS thing. If you already done it, well then you already know. But I did not know, and now I do know as I'm learning. As I'm learning. These pieces right here, this is a 350 mount. I already have these because I bought that kit, that round bar that goes across here and underneath. It has, you can buy these mounts and the mount setup, but on these LS engines, the mounts are back further. So what they have done is they send you this plate and this plate bolts on here. There's 4 holes where the LS engine bolts up. This plate you buy, it's an aftermarket thing that people make, just like the wiring harness. There's a few things there you have to know about. There's a few pieces that we had to send for extra, did we not? There was a couple sensors or something or other we had to buy, or whatever it is. But you can buy the wiring harness, then you buy this piece. This mounts on where the LS engine mount was, and then you can take this mount and it mounts up here on the front where the 350, where the normal 350 was. So now what I have is I can put this engine in Elvis without changing anything because I already have the mounts already welded in there. So basically that's what I was worried about. I did not know if this LS engine bolted exactly where the 350 had bolted. So now I do know that I have this plate here. This goes to the passenger side, has a passenger side on it. That would bolt on there, and then this mount will mount on there. And then this engine can go exactly in where the 350 was. And that's what I needed to know, and that's what I found out. So I got these with the engine, which I thought was another good deal because I did not know. And that's a good thing. So if you want to do an LS engine and put it in your 350, you need these. I'm going to make a little bit of juice going on here because I'm going to use that thing there. I'm actually going to plug this in. I'll use any wire wheel at all to get done what I need to get done. So I'm going to plug this in for a bit. I'm going to make some noise. I'm going to make some noise. Any holes that you think are going into the side of the engine, you should cover up, no doubt. side. I'm going to rip a little bit more off this bad boy too. Any wire wheel will do. I have a couple plastic pieces there I might as well take off. They're no need to be there. Just going to keep it wet. Keep the dirt rolling off it. That's all I'm going to do. Keep the dirt rolling off it. Keep the grease rolling off her. Let's take I got a thing here set up. I got some air set up. I want to take a couple more things off it. I'm going to take the water pump off it. I'm going to take the front pulley off it, but I got this to take off right now. It's 10 mil. That's what I put on her, 10 mil, right on. Do a reverse. Take that off. We're going to put, there should be a cup here for, put all your cups in a bolt. Should be pretty easy going back. We'll set that up there for now. Huh? Put all your cups in a bolt. Put all your bolts in a cup, whatever. Babies tell me what's going on. Making fun of me. Pull this one off. I got a sweat going on. I love it. Put that up there. Glasses on. Is that 10 mil? I wonder if I can take that off. I don't know if I need that off. Be nice to have this off though. I don't even know what that's for, but I'm going to take it off. I'm going to take it off. A couple rubber seals there. That one's on there, and that one stayed on that one. Leave that there for a second. I'm just going to stick them back in there so I know where they go. Got a shelf here where I want to put everything on. Got a couple of these back here. Just going to take everything off that I think needs to come off. Just a rubber gasket there. This is all new to me, and I'm just going to take everything off and put it back on the way it was. I want to take that off. Size is the water pump. I'm going to take the water pump off. What the hey? Just easier to get at. Also, Dane told me he had another water pump gasket, so that makes me feel better. Take that one. Just like that. Water pump's off. That can be cleaned, obviously. Set that aside for a second. I'm just going to put all the bolts back in the water pump. I'm hoping they're all the same length, just so I'm putting it in the wrong spot. We'll see when they come out the back side, we'll know. It means something, it really does. If you have all the bolts in the right spot. There. that off. Alrighty. Let's soak this down. Baby's getting some. I'm going to take and change this up for a different. I had another wire wheel here, sweetheart. Did you see me bring that in? What? On the floor? Yeah, there it is right there. Put this in there. We'll clean the front of it up. I think what I'll do is I'll take that bottom pulley off too. Not sure if I got a sock. I got a sock for that. Here we go. And we have a wrench for the take that off. Cheers, everybody. It's a half a Caesar and a Corona beer. That's what it is. Get this off. Woo. Okay. Well, we're going to leave that for a second. We're going to leave it. I'm going to put the drill on. Just going to try to clean it up the best I can. Watch, sweetheart. Got some tape on there, just holding that in there. We got some rags in there. Rags are holding the dirt out. As I spray that spray 9 on there, it makes that tape stick worse than it should. And what I mean by that, once you get tape wet and you leave it outdoors, you're in for trouble. You really are. So I'm going to pull that off. Leave them rags stuffed in there. Get them in there good so nothing goes in there. Just going to run along there quickly as possible. We'll try not to grab the rags out. And then we pull the rags out, we can pull the dirt out with it. Tape wants to hold on when it gets wet. Believe me. Believe me. If you don't think so, take tape, put it on your car, and leave it outdoors in the rain. See what happens. You probably won't get the tape off. So don't leave your car outside with in the water and the rain. Don't do that. Right, baby? We know, don't we? This is a brass wheel, so it's what can I say? It's softer than what we're scraping. Get in there. tell that tape sticking on there. I must say again, this is a brass brush, softer than what we're scraping. Ground wire there I'm going to take off. Got a ground wire I'm going to take off. Let's take that off. Hoping that's the right size. That is so. Trying to clean this engine and get some epoxy on it before it's time. There's your ground wire. Stick that up in there. Go with that. Okay, we'll unplug that. Anything else I want to take off? Anything you want to take off, just peel her off. And you just have to make sure that you know you have to put it back on. Cover it up nice. You're not painting the aluminum heads, just cleaning them. I don't want to epoxy it and then clean it after. I want to epoxy it, paint it, and be done with it. All right. Let's get her wet. I'm not sweating. It's a spray 9 hitting me. Leave that on right now. Little pan right here. these two covers off. Just try to put it to be that wet. Getting her wet, man. Get the lid off it. Tell you again, this is a brass brush, softer than what you're going against for aluminum. Now, I'm going to get the die grinder. There's some places in there that have some crusty, rusty stuff, and I do not have a needle gun, so I'm going to get the die grinder and just tap it, and it should, see what happens. Whoop, there goes the light. Set on the floor, wasn't it? What? If there's a light on the floor, I'll walk on it. You can guarantee that, can't you, baby? Huh? You got your safety glasses on? All right. Baby got her safety glasses on. Alrighty. Looking good. It's coming. Just going to bring that, actually, I'll bring that light in here for a second. Might need more cord. Okay. I'm just giving her because I want to get it done within the hour to show you putting the epoxy on it, I guess. And that way there, show you what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. Basically what I'm going to do is after I get this cleaned, I'm going to epoxy it. I'm going to show you exactly what I use. You can see, like, what can I say? Where can I show you? Just like rust on top here. Just trying to pick it. Not going to use this on the aluminum, just on the block itself. You can see it peeling the stuff off. Doesn't quite much matter back here, but I'm going to go the other side. You can see I would never want to go on the face of it where the water pump is going on, but I sure can go around it and get that stuff off. I'm going to bring it over here. Trying to get the scaly stuff off. I guess that's what the needle gun would have been good for, but I got this. I'll use it. The hard stuff that won't come off, that's all it's for. Alrighty. I'm going to got some dirt going on in this part. Some dirt going on in there. Let's get the drill going. Get a drill or wire wheel in there. I use this stuff because I said because it's cheap and it's generally in the house. That's what happens here. Where's the spray 9 at? Oh, I got up the engine, clean the engine. I'm sorry about that. Getting her clean, bye. So it doesn't take much to clean your engine, it just takes effort. And take and clean off the water pump where it goes on. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say I'm pretty close to getting this done. I'm going to unplug, do this. I'm going to push the engine closer to the outside door there. What we'll do is we'll just spray it down, wash it up a little bit more. And we're going to spray some epoxy on it. Yeah, let's pull her head a little bit. And open up the door. Beautiful day here in Nova Scotia. Beautiful day. Put that in there. I'm going to soak it down with spray 9. I'm going to scour it off and blow it off. We got another scouring pad here, do we? Baby? There was another one here, was there not? Ugh. Ugh. I need another scouring pad. Give me a scouring pad. Come on. Ah! God love you. We'll close the sandpaper up because we don't want a scouring pad. Just going to get a pair of scissors and cut that. Excuse me, sweetheart. I went fast as I could on the engine because I do not want to take all day. Looking at that steering wheel? Whoop, 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 whoop. Didn't want to take all day. I need the air hose for you, sweetheart. So basically, if you're cleaning your engine, you use whatever you want to use. But the harder you work on it, the faster you work on it, the quicker you get it done. Oh, don't want to do that. Don't want to blow that out. Get that wet because that spray 9's kind of drying back on there. I'm going to need more spray 9. Stay. You see how clean that got that? I think what I'm going to do, I don't like that going towards air. Let's take it a little further. going for it. Getting it done. I'm gonna get something a little stronger. I'm gonna go with a little brake clean. See if I can't get. Take that off better. It's just stuck on there for something. I'm spraying on, got that dirt stuck right on there. Stay in there. This is brake clean. Just trying to get the dirt off. The little spray nine's kind of stuck to it a little bit. Hard place to work. You're down in the night. Brake clean's fairly reasonable, so I'm going to go for it and use it. Use whatever you have. Get her done. Get her done, man. There we go. Another piece of that. Block that up. Watch yourself, sweetheart. I'm going to start blowing that thing. Lose that. I do not want to lose that. I do not want to lose that. Know exactly where that goes. I had a pressure washer, a brand new pressure washer that was donated to me by Ted Ogilvy, and it's been a few years that he donated, and I still have not got it hooked up, and that probably will be one of the projects that I tend to this summer. That spray 9 is sticking to that aluminum. Some don't look good. Spray 9 is sticking to the aluminum. Don't like it. I don't like it. Don't like it. See how it's stuck to that? Stuck to the aluminum. You can see how something I got to get it off. What do I got to put on it? This is where I got to use my brain. The Spray 9 is kind of stuck to the aluminum, still got it dirty. The brake clean is cleaning off that part. That's no problem. What's that? Windex, clean that off. Electronic corrosion protection. With that, where's the Windex at? Let's try it. Let's try it. I could get some soapy water and try it, but I find that the Windex has got the grease and everything sticking to the aluminum. Don't know if it will or not. Pre-wash. Use whatever you got. Make her clean. That's basically what goes on. I haven't got the outdoors with a pressure washer. How that now, would you? Good call, Jolene. Good call. I think that's washing it off. You know what I mean? See how it's cleaning it? Yeah, we'll get some rags and clean the... Yeah, wash it right off. Good enough. That's what I like. This is not my choice to show you cleaning an engine, but this is car content. Oh, that. Get back in there. I'm gonna use a little boy's room. I gotta use a little boy's room. And that's the great outdoors. That's one good thing about living here in Nova Scotia. We got the big open back doors here. You just go out and use the washroom anytime you want to. The only thing is, when I use pine cones, when I do the number 2, I sound like a whirl. Now, right, baby? If nothing else, you know, the car, you can go back here and take a look at the cars that we got piled up in the snow. If nothing else, I'm basically showing you how to get her done when you want to clean your engine. Give her to her. I'm showing the, what can I say? I'm showing the grit, you know, that you need to have when you're cleaning an engine. You want to get at it and get it done. And basically, I'm showing what has to be done. Cleaning an engine is not the easiest job, but it's pretty basic. You just go for it. You go for it. Looking good now. He's looking good. Looking good. Gotta pick that wiring harness up off the floor. Get the dirt off. Get the crud off, man. See anything? Do we have any oven clean down the house? Oven cleaner? I think that would put a little oven cleaner on it, would take that film off the aluminum is what I think. Are you sure? I'm working in a gnaw hole here. It's not making me happy. I'm working in a gnaw hole. Just wondering when I got the spray on that. You know what I mean? Working in a knot hole. I'm gonna just see if I got something else I can spray on that. I want to try WD-40 on the heads is what I want to try, but I don't know if what it's going to do with the. I want to try it. I'm going to. What the heck? It's my engine. I can do whatever I want, right? I just want to see if that stuff will come off. No, I've got it polished up too nice. That's what's going on. Pretty sure. Nothing down there to spray on it. We're not spraying any epoxy on this part anyway, so. But nice oven cleaner would do me the trick, though. I know it would. The oven cleaner would do the trick. Alrighty. I guess the block is the main thing. The block is the main thing that I want to get cleaned up. I'm not liking how some of the aluminum's looking. It's going to take me a little bit more time. I think the oven cleaner would probably be what would clean it, probably the best, the oven cleaner. But if I put the oven cleaner, I'm afraid that it'll affect the paint on the bottom. But basically, what I want to do is take this off and epoxy the bottom down. That's all I have to worry about. And what? And what am I going to say? And when I epoxy it, and if anything comes off, well, I know I have to clean it a little bit better. And it's all right to do that, I guess, because wow. I'm going to throw a little tape on places where I think it needs to be taped off. I've got a couple sensors there. I think that probably I could have took out, but I didn't. Blow it off a little bit better. Alrighty. Take the die grinder here. I got a cut piece of rust up here I think I want to take off on the pulley. Just going to leave it for now. Paint it right on there. Good job. Clean that up, man. Awesome. why they say a needle gun. Wow. I know why. Blowgun. See it? Right there. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape off the heads, tape off the top of the engine, and I don't want no epoxy on that. I'm going to try to clean that aluminum up a little better. I'll probably just maybe buy some aluminum cleaner. There must be an aluminum cleaner of some sort. And what I'll do is I'll maybe clean that up a little bit, excuse me. And I think what happened is some of the spray 9 probably stuck right to it, cleaned it, but if you don't get it off quick enough, it'll stack right to it. Anyways, we'll do the best we can to make it look the best we can. We've got it blown off. All the stuff's off it. So basically what I've shown you here is you clean your engine any way you want to. There's no right way or wrong way. There's no real brain work to cleaning an engine. It's just labor, you know what I mean? It's just labor. When it comes to cleaning an engine, you just pick up the tools that you think that you need. Pick up the tools that you think that you can use to get the job done, and go for it. And it's pretty well a no-brainer to clean an engine. You just use the tools that you have, and that's basically what I'm showing you. That's what I'm doing. What's that, sweetheart? Epoxy in the next video? Why is that? Ken! Yeah, I guess I'm polishing that aluminum now. He's a hard one. Alrighty, I guess we're going to give away a Hatter shirt and epoxy on the next video. Thought I might be able to get it done and get it epoxy, but there's some more cleaning I got to do. As you can see, there's no brain work to it. It's called labor. Just get at it. But one thing for sure, it'll be clean when I'm done. Let's give away a Hatter shirt. Let's do it. I went for it, tried to get it done, but I need a little bit more than an hour, I guess. Probably what I will do to get this aluminum looking the best I can, I probably might put an oven cleaner on it, let it set for a little bit, and then spray it off. Oven cleaner's got a little bit of heat to it. Someday I'll get the pressure washer geared up, and it's a big beautiful thing. It is. It was quite a gift. It was kind of something like, it's like wow, but have not got it hooked up yet, and that's the way it goes. Let's give away a Hatter shirt. Let's do it. Let's go look at the steering wheel first. You get a look at it? I'm very happy with it. You know, very happy with it. There you go. I guess some people say they didn't think it was safe. Go drive a motorbike. Basically, you know what I'm saying. Like, I don't think of accidents. I think of the job at hand, and accidents not where I'm at. My brain don't go to accidents. And if you're thinking about accidents all the time, you might hold yourself back from something. And I don't think of accidents. I think of low and slow and having fun. Am I dirty? Yeah. All right. At least I went to work. Huh? Went to work. You can fiddle with it if you want to on an engine cleaning. You can fiddle with it, but it's going to take you a long time, and something like that is not worth to spend a bunch of time. You know, you just get at it, get it done, get it over with. Clean it and be done with it. So as you're watching me clean that thing back there, I was giving her, trying to get it done within the hour, try to get some epoxy on it. And that's what I would expect of anybody, to get on it, clean it, and use whatever you can to get it clean. There's no special, you know, pull it outside, have a big pressure washer. Well, we haven't got the pressure washer hooked up, and we can't get it outside in the snow. It's just, you know, it's sort of that thing. The engine is not new. It needs to be picked at, cleaned, dug at. Screwdrivers, scouring pads, Windex, spray nine, whatever it takes, that's what you do on an engine to get it clean. And in the end, when you think you've got it clean, throw some epoxy on it, and then you don't have to sand it, you don't have to do anything, then you paint it. So that's what we're going to do. So, 440, we got a 440, get over in the other shop. All right, let's start this thing. That's a lot of comments. Thank you very much, everybody. We appreciate it. Joey B. Good job, Hiltz Auto Co. Elvis will be one cool ride. Joey B., you really deserve a hat or a shirt. Elvis is going to be a cool ride. And basically that's what I think of when I'm trying to build something like that, just trying to make it cool as possible, basically. That's what I'm trying to do with the steering wheel, to the steering column, to the dash, to the hood, to the underneath of the hood, to inside, to the chop top, to the whatever. I'm just trying to make it as cool as possible, and I appreciate your time you took and wrote a comment, and I'm going to go back to cleaning that engine. I'm going to get it done today. Yes, I am. We'll see you tomorrow. Happy New Year, everybody. This is my gift. Do not try to tell yourself you're going to lose. Do not try to tell yourself you're going to try to lose a lot of weight, or if you're going to do this or do that. You know what you should do? Ask yourself what makes you happy. That's your new resolution, is to ask yourself what makes yourself happy, and then do what makes you happy, because that's what matters. You will not make anybody else happy if you're not happy. So make sure you ask yourself what makes you happy. Have a good one, everybody. I'm going back cleaning.